Hey, how's it going, everybody? It is Jazzy, the Video Store Sasquatch here, and we are going to test out a couple new Throwback Thursday formats for the next couple of weeks, kind of see what we're going to go into dial into the next year. Um, this one we'll look back at a movie that came out this year theatrically. Um, Not really look back, just kind of tell you what it was, how much money they made, the kind of impact we still around. We'll go through this week's box office. There's a couple of the top three, whatever movie we saw, and it happened to be in the top three. And hit some news stories that I read over the week. And then was kind of ended out with what's coming out over the weekend in theaters. So it'll be a little bit different this week. That's what it'll be probably for the next couple of weeks. We'll kind of see what we stick with, kind of what we don't stick with, and how we move it from there. But this is where we're at. We're kind of at a new point here. So let's just go ahead and start it. So 1988 is the year I decided that is the year I was born. I figured we'd just go ahead and finish out the year 1988. This week, Child's Play would have came out, which is actually kind of surprising when I went back and looked at it. It would come out of 10 days after Halloween, but when we have Heritage and stuff like that, it kind of shows you that the movie companies or the studios are always kind of looking at that time period, or this time period still has a little horror-y or a little, different kind of releases here. It was actually the number one movie that month. If you go back and look, it made 22 million, which is actually probably pretty good at that time in 1988. 1988. It's funny how it made it, but Brad Dorff, his original Chucky here, a dying Charles Lee Ray, uses a satanic spell to transfer his soul into a child's toy, and then he terrorizes a single mother and her child. Andy, I'm sure most of you that would have watched this channel have seen this because this is a horror-based channel for the last month. But that's what it is. Brad Dorff here is a genius as Chucky. His voice is very certain, and it can be picked out of it, and it is cool. I believe he plays Chucky throughout the whole run here, so that is great. Thinking about it, it's what 36 years ago, still running strong. Still has three new TV series. It has Chucky, Chucky 2, Chucky 3, and then Bride of Chucky, Child of Chucky, and then The Cult of Chucky. So like 6, 7 movies. I mean, it's always been a strong runner. Very great concept, but it's one of the weakest ones I'd have done because I swear to God that Chucky came running at me, I might kick him across the room, and I just never found that very scary. But people do find it scary. It is kind of a thing. Like when you think about it, as an inanimate object, and it is coming at you to kill you. So that can get the fear there. I think my favorite one of the ones is the one when he went to the camp. I think that maybe because I've seen that the most on TV and stuff like that. I believe it's 3. He goes to the camp, the boot camp or the child's camp to fuck with Andy some more. It's kind of funny how it just kind of picks on that kid there, but that's what that movie is. And then, so yeah, so it's interesting that Child's Play is there, and it's interesting. It made 22 million, and last week, Venom, the top one, would have made 26 million of it next week. But even though the 22 million would have been total here for the whole month, or I think maybe even its whole run, that's where Venom was at 26 million or 26 million just for the week. But it's a little funny while I was looking at the numbers. I didn't even think about the second part until I said it out loud. But this week's box office here, Venom: The Last Dance is still number one, 26.1 million, total of 90 million brought in. Wild Robot is holding on strong in the top part here. I believe it came out at the beginning of the month. I have not seen this one. It is more of a family-oriented children's movie. It made 7.5 mil, still pretty decent. $121.5 million overall. It's pretty impressive here. Still, it's not the highest running cartoon, I don't think, because what was it from earlier this year with the emotions would have been number one, but it would have been in the billions. But it's pretty good take here. 121. Smile 2, 6.8. So it's still strong. 6.8 mil. So it's only half of what it's only like half a million or more away from Wild Robot here. 52.7 million total. This movie is strong. This movie is good. If you have not seen Smile 2, I would go see that as soon as before it gets out of theaters because the theaters really does help this movie here by making everything bigger. And when it makes it bigger, you kind of can see more. And when you can see more, you're kind of looking kind of outwards and you're kind of looking other ways, like in the falls and stuff like this. So yeah, if you haven't seen the movie, I'd definitely go see Smile 2. And here was the movie that we went and saw this weekend. I think I touched on a little bit. It was only at 5 million. I thought at the time it was only 5 million for the whole week. It's kind of unfortunate. It's a Tom Hanks movie. You figure it would sell a little bit more than that just on his name alone. But you add in Robin Wright and you get Demarcus here. And it's kind of the holy trinity of Forrest Gump, and everyone kind of loved Forrest Gump. It was a box office hit. It kept rolling. So I don't know whether people just didn't understand what the movie was about, or they did understand what the movie was about. They decided they're just going to pass on this one. Either way, this is a little surprising. We did give it a C plus, so I mean, we did think it was a little bit better than average, but I guess it just wasn't enough to get people into the theaters here, which is too bad. Um, yeah, only 5 mil. So what we got coming out this next week here is so it's coming out this weekend here is Heretic. That is the one with Hugh Girls and Hugh Grant, and is the one I'm going to be going to see Sunday. So we're the one to be discussing on Monday morning review. Um, the second movie coming out is Small Things Like These. This is a novel. I saw it was written by Ben Affleck and a couple of people, so I'm sure Ben Affleck has some producing into it. Looks interesting. I like the star of it. Honestly, I don't even think this would be my second choice. If I was gonna go see second choice, my second choice would probably be Christmas Eve at Miller's Point. It just looks like it's gonna be more of a comedy part. So I just the thing here, but that's the other movie that comes out is Christmas Eve at Miller's Point. Like I said, it looks like more comedy, a little bit more lighthearted, a little bit more fun. Um, Nothing wrong with like series like this. I'm gonna go see Heretic, but if it wasn't an option, I probably would have went and saw something a little bit fun because it just looks like the better of the stories. Bird is another one. It seems like it was based in Europe somewhere. It might be a European release. And Weekend at Pay is part of the like global release. I believe this movie would be a Hong Kong movie or a Korean movie or something like that that's being released in America. Like you saw a couple other ones, The Fight, with the Indian one Fight, and you'll see them at the bottom of the list. You know, how they'll be wondering, like, oh, that's weird. I didn't even realize that they would have that here, and that's what these movies are. It's part of a bigger global release. All celebrate movies. You would know the main actor, I believe, of it. I didn't look up his name, but you would know him. He's in a couple movies, so that's probably also why I got the American release here. Heretic's the one I'm gonna go see. Christmas Eve and Miller's Point is probably the second one I go see. And small things like these, I would definitely wait for the release. I think the streaming release, and I probably will. And I definitely will be waiting. I will check it out just because Ben Affleck's attached to it, and the star of it is there. I don't know his name. I didn't look it up. You know his face, so I just said the star of it. He's there. He's a good actor. He is in the Netflix show Peaky Blinders. So he is the star of this movie. So it does look interesting. It looks like it could be a little scary, maybe, or it could just be like just a drama movie. It could be like a novel movie. So either way, Bird would probably be the last on the list because it looks like it's like European, foreign, and I'm not huge on European foreign movies. So that's where we are. Um, and then here are some of the news things I saw this week, and a couple of them are crazy, and one of them I really want to touch on is Mission Impossible is approaching a $400 million budget. I don't even know what a $400 million budget would look like on a movie, but it's very interesting that it is at that high. The new Mission Impossible, I think 9 or 8. I believe that Tom Cruise could do these till he's about 95, like Deadpool would say. But I mean, he keeps cranking them out. We're gonna keep watching them, that's for sure, because they are good movies. And that $400 million budget, you have to at least pique your interest on what that would be. Tom Holland, the star in Christopher Nolan's new movie. It's a mystery movie. It's not like it's a mystery movie. It's like it's gonna be a movie that is a mystery. So I'm kind of interested to see it. I think I saw the picture of it. It had Tom Holland and someone else in it, and it's a normal Christopher Nolan guy. But so I'm gonna check out for in a couple years here coming up. And then the Stranger Things Instagram post during puts a 2025 year on Stranger Things 5. That came out November 6th. That's today. If you're looking for it on Instagram, that's when it is, November 6th. Didn't give us a date though, which is kind of unfortunate. It has to have a jump, you would think, because of just the age of these actors now. I mean, they're all 5, 6 years since the last time we saw one, maybe 4 years. I don't know. It feels like it's been forever since the last time we saw one. So there has to have some sort of age jump. I feel like just to explain that. I love Stranger Things. I liked it from day one. I was very like, I just liked it. You could tell the directors take it serious, and there's a bunch of stuff on it. And so yeah, I'm very excited for this. I want to see where the story goes. I want to see how they end it. So let's just get it over with. Why we gotta wait another, like, we'll probably be like November next year, knowing them 2025. It could be any time next year. So it's unfortunate that they didn't give us a month there. This is the main one I want to talk about. I think it came out maybe last week, so I might be a week behind on it, but we're just starting this. And that's the Wayne brothers signed to a new scary movie deal. Marlon Wayne, Sean Waynes, Keen Ivory Waynes will all be back into the scary movie franchise, rebooting it or something like that. And this is the exciting news. This will be funny, edgy. Let's just go through the list of their parody movies here and just think about how like iconic these guys are. We got Don't Be a Menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood. The Scary Movie 1 and 2, Haunted House 1 and 2, 50 Shades of Black. So there's just a lot of great talent here. There's a lot of great comedy here, and Marlon Wayans is one of my favorite, probably funniest people as an actor in comedy. Senseless, white boys or white girls or whatever it's called. All of this, he's the one where he's a baby, where he's like a little person baby with like a badass attitude, dude. Like, I mean, he's just a really funny guy, and Haunted House and scary movies are just alone there and low key and Don't Be a Menace. Don't Be a Menace is what I'm just gonna end up calling it, is pretty good. And I did not watch 50 Shades of Black. I didn't realize that the Waynes had so much to deal with it. I might go back and watch it now just because I know. It didn't really have good reviews on it, but that's all right. We don't watch them for the reviews. We watch them to see what the art is. Yeah, this one I'm excited for. I didn't catch the release date on it. I believe it was 2026, so that's 2 years from now. It's unfortunate we always gotta wait 2 years from now when we hear this type of news, but this was a good move by the studios. I feel like you could have put almost any type of person you wanted to do on these movies, but with the Wayne brothers and their cleverness, the way they know the movie industry, and the way they can make fun of the movie industry, this is going to be a great combination. Hopefully, we get one or two or three of them, and it doesn't sell out or it doesn't like blow up into the faces of the Wayne brothers like it did last time, and we kind of get a trilogy out of it. Maybe bring back Anna Faris or some of the original people. I don't know. I mean, I'm not gonna tell them how to do it. They'll figure it out. They got something planned. I'm pretty sure. I mean, Haunted House is one of the funniest movies that came out in the last. Well, at that time. Well, I mean, how long ago did it come out? Like 5 years ago, 6 years ago. So yeah, so probably about that. But at that time, it was probably the funniest movie that came out, and then the second one was about just as funny. So they're good. This will be good for everything. I'm excited for it. Um, I know it's a lot of my opinions here, but I mean, that's where we're at here. Yeah, I think that's about all I'm gonna say about that. Have a good rest of your guys' week. Please have a good rest of your guys' day or night, and thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Comment your top movie picks for Throwback Thursday in the comment section. And see you next time in the cave.